Aloha tribe, aloha, it is PinkBella. Welcome everyone. It is a special Instagram live. And as always, I will load it up on YouTube and Facebook in a while. So welcome, welcome, a very special edition. It is July 2nd. Welcome to a new month and a new energy. And this is going to be a very fast-paced month. So instead of doing a monthly energy, I'm going to do videos weekly and maybe some videos in between, okay? This is a special edition. It's the Eclipse edition. We have 3 eclipses in the next month, and we have the Lion's Gate in between that. I have a transmission for us all. So welcome, everyone. Who am I? I'm PinkBella from PinkBella Aloha Therapy. I have many labels. And it's just so people can find me on YouTube and find my website, etc. So I am a Blu-ray twin flame. I help and assist twin flames all around the world. I also am a 12 chakra healer, a quantum healer, a Reiki master. I also assist Starseeds. I'm a Starseed, a light worker, and I do offer sessions via Skype as well. I assist everyone around the planet. I'm very grateful. And there's always a pattern and a connection. And recently it was given to me that every aspect of myself and a soul that has a session, I work with your higher self and your team of light. We're doing grid work energetically on the internet. So a lot of us no longer need to travel to locations. Just us connecting and working on social media and sharing our vibe and our high vibration on social media is raising the vibration of the planet and raising vibration of all the souls. So this is, like I shared, a very fast-paced month. We're gearing up for the Lion's Gate, the 8/8 Gateway in August, which will then prepare us for the Solstice Gateway. I don't know how the rest of you are doing, but if you have any questions, you want to share your journey, please type it in the comments, and at the end of the transmission, I will go and check everything out for you. So what do we have coming up first? Well, first off, I want to share that this, besides being in gratitude, of course, for all of you, that we are now in a unity consciousness process. Everyone is at a different level, but it really kicked in June. It really kicked in as part of the Solstice Gateway, that we're unifying, and the word unity is another powerhouse word that is, you're going to start noticing a lot of people are sharing. We are in unity consciousness, and everyone is at a different level, but it's important now. And what the eclipse season is going to do, it's going to show any aspect of our lives where we're not on track, where we're not on target, where we're not unified. It's going to be a very fast-paced couple of weeks. So we have well, I wrote notes down so I didn't get confused because we've got so many eclipses. So we have a new moon solar eclipse on, depends what astrologer you listen to, on between the 11th and the 13th of July. But we have a 7/7 gateway on the 7th. We have an 11/11 gateway on the 11th. So I was given that date quite a while ago. I was given a date of July 11th. Things are going to be kicking into gear. So the solar eclipse is going to be about realigning ourselves, making sure that we're on our path, that we created a map for ourselves, a soul map, a star map before we incarnated. We've been doing twists and turns, and the eclipse season is about us boom, 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 making sure if we're not going that direction, that door closes, then we have to go this way. So it's about us realigning, it's about our destiny, it's about quantum jumping and ensuring that we're on the most awesome timeline. And the eclipse as well will ensure that we've got the right soul tribe around us. So if we have beings in our reality that are not our soul tribe, that are not the same vibration, there may be sort of quick endings. And for any of you who've been following me for a while, or since you have found me, welcome. Things really kicked into gear after the Lion's Gate and the solar eclipse last August. So from my understanding, there's usually a couple of eclipses, but we've got 3 eclipses in a row every 2 weeks until August 11th. And in between that as well, we have the Lion's Gate, which is has always been a very, very powerful gateway. And then we have the September equinox, and I believe there's another eclipse in October. So this is a very powerhouse month, as this year is a 2018 as an 11 year. It's a transformational year. It's a huge year for twin flames and divine unions to come together, to connect, to find each other. And that's as well as what this eclipse season is about, okay? All right, so I just want to make sure that I had to write everything down because there's so much information. So yes, so the unity consciousness is about being in unity, finding our soul tribe and connecting more with our soul tribe and coming together more with our soul tribe, unifying within, the masculine and the feminine within. More of you beautiful divine masculines are coming forward and stepping into your light and your soul mission. Hallelujah. Welcome. We've as divine feminines, we are so happy that so many of you are with us now. And it's also about staying balanced within, okay? Now, what's fascinating is I've been trying to do this video all day. My day completely went a different direction, and that's important. It's important now for us to no longer keep doing things as routine. We've been given this message to consistently do things in routine. Yes, there's certain things we have to do every day. Shift it up a little bit and do things differently. So I did all of my errands and my tasks before I did this video, as opposed to I used to do it the other way around. This is actually disconnecting old patterns in your brain and allowing new patterns to form, which allows new outlines, new timelines, new opportunities and doors to open, okay? You can just even do something simple like drive to work a different way, go and get a coffee at a different coffee store, walk a different way, because we don't realize that our neural pathways in our brain are programmed to just like go on repeat, and then the same things happen over and over again. So this has also been part of the Akashic healing sessions I've been sharing with everyone. The after work, the homework is we have to shift things up and really ensure that we're on a new path and that we're focused and positive. Okay, all right? Okay, so we have been on this unity consciousness pathway. For many of us, it's been a while, but for a big chunk of you, it's been since the 1818 gateway in June 18th, and that encompasses the solstice gateway. So now we're in unity consciousness. Super exciting. And yeah, okay, so I also had a couple of patterns that have come up with client sessions the last little while. Thank you all so much, from Europe to Bali to England to Australia to Canada to North America and Hong Kong. I'm in gratitude for all of you. If I've missed anyone, I'm so grateful. Some of you are twin flames, some of you are starseeds, some of you are light workers, some of you are all three, like myself, and we're doing incredible work together, so thank you so much, okay? So one of the patterns that came forward the last while with sessions is many of us are doing massive clearings from our Atlantean and Lemurian timelines, but mainly Atlantean, because a lot of the aspects that are happening on Earth in the 3D reality right now are mirroring things that occurred in Atlantis. Technology overtaking connection to source. And it's just a perspective, but there are so many people that are so tied to their technology that they're not experiencing anything else in their life. So that's what I mean about that. They don't know they have a higher self or a team of light working with them. I'm often on transit now. I'm on the trains, and I will sit there and I will just ask everyone's team and higher self to come in and work with all the individuals. I'm always doing light work, like many of us are, no matter what we're doing in the world, okay? So the other thing with Atlantis is there was a real trauma and split with twin souls in Atlantis, and this was to do with the fall. And there also was a split that money was brought in at the end. So there's a real, I'm getting goosebumps just sharing this with all of you. There was a real disconnect between money and our healing work, between money and love. And even myself, I had to dig deep last week. A beautiful soul that just moved from Texas and now she's in the Pacific Northwest. She's with her twin. Hallelujah. I'm so grateful for those twins that messaged me and let me know they're together. The thing is that her and I did so much deep work that day. I mean, I don't know about her, but I had to sleep so much that night. I had a lot of the energies in the lower neck, the back of the head, and I released a lot of energy for us as a collective. Her and I both did, and then also for my particular union and my participation. I also had a dream a couple of mornings ago where I remembered walking amongst all of these pyramids, and it was like dusk, and there were a couple other people there, and when I woke up, it wasn't the pyramids in Egypt because I've been there. It was Atlantis, and there were many of them, and it was almost like I was being given the last glimpse before I had to leave. So many of the healers and high priestesses left Atlantis before the fall. 12 separate tribes went around the planet to 12 different vortexes, hiding important crystals, important information. So it was all split up so that not one group could have access to all the beautiful cosmic information. And a lot of that is coming up and out through various souls on the planet now, all right? It is about us connecting to our higher selves, to source, to our star families, because the star families of light, we always say of light, are connected to the pillars of light. They're connected to the color frequencies. So that's how we piece it all together. And I've shared this before, but I'll share it again as example. Blu-ray. I was given that title Blu-ray a couple of years ago. I share it because I know many of you resonate with the color Blu-ray. But the Blu-ray frequency encompasses many different beings. It encompasses Archangel Michael. It encompasses star families like the Pleiadians and the Sirians of light. It encompasses source. It's source light, and that's all the color rays. So I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about the pillars of light at the end, and so stay tuned because I'm offering now a new session with the pillars of light because that's what I've been working with. So I do work with the 12 chakras, but many of us are actually a pillar of light now, but the chakra energy centers are just broken down for information or if energy gets clogged, okay? So just to sort of clarify that. So the Atlantean timelines, that's what we're doing right now. We're clearing and collapsing. So that's why many of us just say, choose your heart, choose love, choose peace, because you're being given an opportunity to navigate your path and choose a higher vibration, a better outline, a better outcome. That's the word I'm looking for. So it is about that. For some of you, I know it's hard during the eclipses. If you've been trying to come together with your twin flame in like a 3D situation and the situation is not ready yet, like you're not ready and the twin's not ready to be that vibration yet, the eclipses will split you apart. Trust and have faith that that's the way it's supposed to go, because when we release and let go of anything, including our twin, we have an opportunity for it to return to us sooner than if we hang on. That's why we're always guided to surrender, let go, trust and have faith in the universe, because everything is being divinely orchestrated. As long as we're doing our work, as long as we're in our heart, as long as we're balanced and being in happiness and joy, which you all know, like me, down here on earth, it is a kick butt environment, and we have to stay happy and joyful and find ways to stay happy and joyful some days, because we do have daily things that we have to deal with. But you can navigate those things and still be in happiness and joy and bring happiness and joy. Pay it forward to everyone every single day, okay? If you end up in a scenario or a situation that's low vibration where people are arguing, excuse yourself and move yourself to a higher vibration. We don't have to stay around low vibrational energy, all right? There's a lot of Mars is in retrograde, and there's a lot of souls right now that are feeling that squeeze internally, and tempers are going to go off very easily, and people are going to react very easily. The other thing I was just reminded about is that this solar eclipse, the new moon, I believe they said it was a super moon, but I thought that was only full moons. But anyway, the energy is going to be intense basically for the next few weeks. We're going to be hopping through gateways, okay? So I wanted to share about that. Now, one beautiful soul asked me today, when we're receiving all these light codes and new sacred geometries, how do we know if they're in our current reality? And it kind of came through one of my transmissions. A couple of days ago, I was taking the train back from nature back into the city, and I noticed the clouds were a different color. So I wrote it down. I saw lavender clouds and blue clouds, and it wasn't the sun. Well, it probably was an aspect of the sun, but it was actually a stormy day. But I did notice that the cloud cover colors were different. So what I want to share with you all is start to really notice. Look at the sky, look at the sun, look at everything around you, and see if you notice a change. So how I often know I'm on a new timeline or that I've incorporated the codes. Well, I'm feeling better for one thing. I feel, like I'm here. But the other thing is I'll walk into a store and everything will have been moved around. So I'll spend half an hour looking for something. So then it'll dawn on me, I've quantum jumped to a new timeline. This is a completely different store now. So that sort of thing. So start to notice the clouds. Start to notice the different colors around you. Then you know that you've incorporated and you're on a different timeline, okay? So hopefully that beautiful soul, she's booked a session, so hopefully that she can hear this and that makes sense, okay? We really have to be in the now to notice the changes around us. All right, so one of the other messages I wanted to bring forward about unity is we're unifying all aspects of ourself. We're picking up pieces of ourself. We're healing those parts of ourself that have needed to be healed. Those are the inner child wounds, and we're unifying more and more. We're also claiming who we are and why we came. So as an example, so along the way, I claimed to be a starseed. I claimed to be a light worker. I claimed to be a twin flame. Now I've brought all of those aspects together, and I know that I'm just a being of light here to assist you all, a way shower. But I also know I take off and put those hats on. I'm also, I have an earth family. I also have friends that don't know anything about this, and I just wear my little hats, and I bring in the frequency of joy and laughter wherever I go. And the thing is that everyone is waking up based on vibration. So I wear the labels to help those souls that assist and channel in the information that's needed. But really, we go through having to pull it all apart. But really, on the weekend, what I did was I released all those labels. So I still am all of those aspects, but now I'm just PinkBella. I'm just Tracy. I'm a light being here to assist. And like all of you, I'm just doing this work because I want to help all of you, assist you as a way shower best I can, and allow the rest of the planet to join us. So because we are heading into the fifth dimensional portal, that's where we're going. We're all going there together, whether people are awake or not. So everyone has a higher self, everyone has a team of light, and they're all being given an opportunity to wake up every time we go through one of these gateways, okay? So my best advice for you and guidance for you during the eclipse season is to stay calm and balanced every day and go drama-free. Choose peace in every moment. I have been on my journey. I have many animal signs out in nature that give me messages. I saw so many blue herons yesterday, including kingfisher. So the blues for the blue rays, as I'm part of that blue ray team, and working with the Galactic Council of Light, etc. And then the kingfisher is related to another aspect of my twin flame journey. But the heron always represented peace to me, inner peace and balance. Like they will stand in the water for hours being so patient and peaceful, just waiting for that fish to catch. So it's just a reminder of choose peace in every moment. If you need to walk away from a situation, do it. You're allowed to. It's a choice. And it's absolutely, you can change your reality just like that, okay? So I wanted to share that all with you. Let me get on to the next level. Okay, so, all right, so I mentioned when the solar eclipse was, that it's changing our destiny. It's going to eclipse you onto the right timeline. I'll give you another example in case you're new to listening to my transmissions. The August solar eclipse last year, literally that morning after my meditation, my higher self said to me, you need to pack up your car and go now. Because there was a situation unfolding in the house that I was living in that I wasn't aware of. But by this point, I've been working with my higher self consistently since 2014. Before that, it was the archangels. We work with an aspect that we can understand and encompass. It took me till 2014 to understand that I could work with my higher self. I didn't always have to call on the angels. I still work with Archangel Michael. I obviously work with Archangel Metatron and Raphael through my sessions and whoever needs to come in. But I wanted to share with you, like that day I knew I needed to pack up my car and go because there was a situation unfolding around the house that was owned by this person. So that's what I did. And literally a couple of hours later, I was in a different area. And I remember that night going to the ocean and watching the sunset thinking, oh my gosh, I chose a different timeline and I completely changed my life. And that's the type of thing that this is a really fast-paced month. Some of you might be changing jobs. Some of you might be suddenly moving. Some of you might be suddenly traveling and going on a trip, that sort of thing. So I feel like a lot of us are going to be relocating. I already feel that that's coming for me. I feel that's coming for many of you, and I already know a few other people that are looking at moving as well. It's like Source is saying this is the time now to move everybody around on the chessboard, and have, like, divine assignments are wrapping up and new assignments are coming. All right. Okay, so that's happening. So we're going to set our intentions for this new moon, and then things are going to transpire in the 2 weeks up to the lunar eclipse, the full moon at the end of July. And by the end of July, we're all going to look and go, wow, have things changed? That's how fast it's going to go. All right. Okay, let me just make sure. Okay, so just one final thing about these are all 5D gateways that people were calling the event, and what the gateways are doing as well, whether they're new moon, a full moon, or some other sort of astrology, like solar flares, the Schumann resonance, so portals opening up on the planet. We're receiving new light codes, new DNA activations, expanded consciousness, and this can equate to new sacred geometry, different colors, and new chakras opening, okay? So even though I work with the 12 chakra system, not everyone has their 12 chakra system activated. Not everyone is a pillar of light yet, but some of you are. Some of you are quite far along. Some are just awakening. So, and when souls start awakening, they open this one up first, the soul star, and that carries the family karma and the belief systems that we need to release, the layers that need to come off, the work that everyone has to do. All right. Okay. So you're going to probably, I'm showing different cards today, but we're going to be going through an accelerated motion through the eclipse season as we head towards the Lion's Gate. And these are the cards I used last year for Lion's Gate. So we're going to be stepping into our power. It's going to be an 8-8. That's what's going to be happening for all of us, and it's a really exciting time. Many spiritual unions are being prepared for either your twin flame or your divine union. I know I've gotten messages from souls who thought somebody was their twin and that's ended. Just know that that was a preparation. We're always shown with whoever is in our reality, like a friend, family member, a partner. If that ends and there's a wound there, we're always shown where we need to love ourselves more and what we need to work on to heal. Okay, we all chose childhood wounds of some sort to amplify what we need to heal, so that when that gets triggered, then we know, oh, okay, so that person is showing me that I need to love myself more, all right? So that's kind of what's going on, but many divine unions, but also the unity of masculine and feminine within. I do have masculine and feminine messages as well for the end, all right? And then the other thing that these gateways are about is source. We're able to connect more to source in the universe. And that's what the Pillar of Light is about. The Pillar of Light is about us connecting directly to Source and directly to Gaia, the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine. All right? Okay, so why don't I talk about the chakra messages for everyone for this week. So let's do masculine first. All Divine Masculines, whenever you watch this, thank you. Your overall chakra message for this week heading into the eclipse, and there might be, I'm getting a feeling there. All right, so the overall chakra for masculines is, let me just think. Oh, yes, it is. Archangel Michael. I am presence, the crown chakra. And I am presence is about stepping into your power. The crown chakra is about you connecting up to source. So many of you are either going to have a deeper connection up to your higher chakras now to receive a more of an expanded consciousness and stepping into your power as the emperor, as the intuitive being that you are, with the heart open and just understanding it, and your consciousness will be expanded. So that's what's going on with many of you. Many of you are Blu-rays. Many of you will be or are working with Archangel Michael. The other chakras for masculines right now, third eye, it says faith. Actually, this is a pretty awesome reading for masculines. Third eye and faith, but the third eye is really a big chakra for this month. Last month it was the heart and the throat, and that's still going on. Those are still unifying, but now because the throat has opened up more, that's activating our magical abilities. So our intuitive, our third eye's opening. That can be dreams. It can be seeing flashes of light. It can be seeing orbs. So it's about faith. So when this is blocked off, which we all agreed to come in with most of us. I would say 99% of us came in to not have our third eye activated because we needed to go through all the steps to open up the gates, all right? So open up the chakras based on our hearts being open, us being balanced, etc. And so for this to open, you need to have faith. You need to trust and believe things that your heart tells you, not what your eyes tell you. So this is what's going on for a lot of you masculines. Your third eyes are going to start to open, and you're going to just trust your heart more, trust your feelings. But what I love about this, the other card that came forward is trust. So you got trust and faith. Just gorgeous cards, okay? And that's the trust is the pink energy of self-love. That's your inner child. So your messages for this week are trust and have faith, and to step into your power, your I am presence, all right? You have a higher self. You have a team of light. Many of you are starseeds. It's time to rock the planet. And when we all start rocking it together, so many twin flames and divine partnerships are going to come together, and I'm getting goosebumps just sharing about that. Okay, beautiful divine feminines. Your overall chakra is the third eye. See the theme? See the theme? All what I just shared about the masculine. So more of you're unifying more, and your intuitive abilities are opening up more. So again, trust if you see different colors. Trust if you see flashes of light. And if you don't see them, don't be hard on yourself. You know, we all have to do this work. It took quite a while for my third eye to start to open, because it is about trust and faith, and it's about being kind to ourselves. We do have to still do the work to allow the chakras to open, okay? They don't just all open. It's rare that happens, because most souls energetically wouldn't be able to handle it, and psychologically wouldn't be able to handle it, all right? So just know for divine feminines, many of you, your third eyes are going to be activating and opening up more. You got the starseed card again, the 11th chakra. So many of you are going to be connecting more with that word starseed, and or wanting to know who your star family is, all right? When we're a starseed, we have an extended family of light and team of guides. That was another, I got itchy nose again. That was another thing that came forward. Since the Solstice Gateway, some of our guides have moved aside and new guides are coming in. So if any of you have been receiving a lot of feathers as signs, I have been receiving massive feathers. Like one day on my walk, I found 8. And I've been collecting them and then offering them. So yesterday I offered one to the ocean. The day before that I offered one to a tree. And the thing is that I'm reconnecting with new Aboriginal guides and star family guides connected to the area that I'm in that used to connect with me in the 90s, and now they're letting me know it's time to come back online. It's time to connect with us again. So they're working with me as well to take me to my next location, still in this area, but just going to be closer back out to nature where PinkBella belongs, so I can be with my trees more. Okay, so divine feminines, again, you're going to be connecting more with a new guides, and a lot of you, you're going to understand about being a starseed now. This was a big portal for all of us last year about learning about starseeds, and I even created a video about starseeds this time last year as well. Final cards for divine feminines, and it will depend where you are on your journey, the heart chakra. So your heart chakra is expanding and opening and healing again through this month. For some of you, it's going to be the green energy, and there's the ocean, so it's going to be about being in balance and taking care of your health and making sure you're drinking lots of water and being near water, and also drinking water, being near water. It's also about, again, making sure that you're listening to your physical body and listening to what your body needs. Hydration is so key at this time. Water is consciousness and helps us to stay balanced. So if you're having a really rough day, have a shower, sea salt bath if you have that opportunity, okay? The other chakra that might be opening up for a lot of you is this color. It's the chakra in here. It's called the cosmic heart. Everyone has a different number for it, but for me it's 8. It's the 8th chakra. The cosmic heart. It's the Lemurian or Atlantean energy. It says beloved. I love the unicorn energy. So many messages about unicorns right now. So just know that for many of you, if you've been feeling heat or pressure in this area, you're right on target. It's about your abilities coming online. It's about the third eye opening, but it's also about you, your heart opening and opening to an even wider degree than it's been before. There's a little bit of noise outside because people are having a dinner party, so hopefully everyone can still hear me. So that's the final message for Divine Feminine Beloved. You are the beloved right now. If this is opening more and more, then that's a beautiful gift for you, and that means that your light is expanding more out of your body, but more of your higher self is in your body, and then your third eye can open, okay? So if any of you end up feeling like pressure here or heat, that's totally normal. Always get yourself checked out if you're experiencing some strange symptoms that are really causing you a lot of anxiety, that sort of thing. That this opening may cause some people anxiety, but just know that most likely you'll be given the thumbs up that nothing's wrong, and that is just, it's the thymus area, and it is about our immune system and our lungs and our heart expanding so that this area can receive and be more in light, okay? All right, so those are the chakra messages. Why don't I talk about the new sessions, the Pillar of Light sessions, and what I've been... So I do all of the work on my journey personally before I share with all of you, okay? So I started to work with the Pillars of Light. Well, I've seen them before. I started to see Pillars of Light when I was driving this time last year. And then it was just a few weeks ago. I feel what happens is we do a lot of the Akashic healing, and then we get to the next level. So for those of you who've come for a few Akashic sessions with me, this might be the next session that you would like to try. Either or sessions are awesome. So Akashic sessions, Color Ray Akashic session. I work with you and your team and your higher self and Archangel Michael and Metatron, and we do a meditation at the end of the session. You have a chakra balance, but you also have an opportunity to release and close timelines like Atlantis, Lemuria, Egypt, Greece, anything with your twin that may have gone awry, anything that may have caused you from not being able to have money or love. Money and love are very much connected. It's the same energy, but there was a split in Atlantis. That's what came forward last week. It was huge. I mean, I knew it. I knew there was a split somewhere, but I didn't pinpoint it to that timeline until my session last week. Okay, so the Akashic sessions are amazing. The Pillar of Light, I'm getting goosebumps just sharing this all with you. In the Pillar of Light sessions, similar, you still receive a chakra balance, but what I will do with your higher self, a team of light, is we will activate 2 pillars of light, connecting you to Source, up and down to the new Earth grid around the Earth, and the one to Gaia, and then a pillar of light from Gaia, from her heart, up through you to Source. So there'll be 2 pillars of light that will overlap. I just brought some colors as an example. So when I started doing this for me, I was guided to use first off the blue and the gold rays from Source down, and then Gaia up, and then they overlapped. And then I was guided to use the pink and the gold rays. So your higher self, before the session, will let me know what colors to bring in for you, okay? So the pink and the gold from Source down, and from Gaia's heart up. So what that does is that integrates and balances the divine feminine and masculine within you. So it allows you to flow through the eclipse gateways to ensure that you're on a timeline before we even hit the eclipse, or after. Time doesn't mean anything anyway, so the session absolutely can be after the eclipse, in between the eclipses. And also what it does is it gives you a clearer connection to Source and your team and the Earth, okay? Then everything starts to unfold. The union, your mission, abundance. What else was that? There was something else about that as well. Oh, if you're on a twin flame journey, this will be mirrored and healed in your divine partner, okay? The other thing is if you haven't met your twin or divine partner, this will be uploaded, and I mean, Source and the universe, they know who your partner is going to be. So even if you suspected somebody was your twin and that person's already been eclipsed out of your reality, that's okay, because that just means that you're being lined up with a better option, another option. And Source in the universe always knows that. So I always set the intention before every session that whatever work we do will be mirrored and uploaded via that soul's higher self based on their timeline, their journey. And what it does is it clears and closes timelines. So maybe something years ago that would have taken 10 years for you to connect will knock it down to a year. So I'm going to refer to something that came to me. It's probably in a video from a long time ago now because I've been doing this for a couple of years. Source and I had a conversation December solstice 2016 because I could feel things between my twin and I winding down, that we had done as much as we could up to that point, and that my TF, I like to call him, needed some time to do his own journey, follow his own heart, follow his own path. And so Source at that time shared with me that many divine masculines, so if any of you are watching, bravo, because it's 2018 now, many divine masculines were going to be going through a divine masculine template rewrite, that the masculines chose to come in, many to awaken at a different frequency, to be slower, to be more in the lower chakras, to be having to go through a lot of healing and clearing to open their hearts up, to remember who they were and why they came. So we're in 2018 now. So Source at that time said by 2020, all the masculines that are ready to come into divine unions and partnerships will be with their partner or available to be with a partner. So divine feminines, it's not going to be that much longer, okay? So it's just wave after wave of souls. It's just about us choosing that that's what we want. And if we're in what we think is a divine union and a divine partnership, but it's oh so painful, then no, that's not the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be blissful and joyful. So again, during this eclipse season, any being, including who you think is your twin flame, will be, like I said, eclipsed out of your reality because the real, true soul tribes are coming together now. Okay, so I think that that's it. I think that those are all the messages that I wanted to share. Let me just double check and make sure that I've got everything. I think so, because I think I've shared like a lot in the previous videos about what's going on. So I'm just going to go, oh, okay, so the Pillar of Light sessions are now on my website, and I'm having a 48-hour special time-limited sale on those sessions and all of my Akashic sessions right through July 4th. So if anybody would like to book a session, head to my website and just email me your time zone after you've purchased the session, and I will book you into the first available spot. I have already got some bookings prior to the 11th. I am booking into July, and don't forget there's the Lionsgate coming up too. So whoever is interested in having a session, just get in touch soon, okay? All right, so that I always forget about that part. Let me just see if anybody's got any, if anyone has any comments. Thank you everybody for being here. I send you all love and light. I so appreciate you so much. Jen Soleil, her messages, she has been sweating from her chest overnight. And yeah, that would be your cosmic heart. That would be your cosmic heart, Jen. My cosmic heart opened at the June solstice in 2013. And then last year, the June solstice was when my team started talking to me about wanting me to share about starseeds, and I didn't want to do that because I'd been incognito long enough, right? I mean, I found out I was a starseed in '94, and I didn't know what to do with that. So what I want to share with you all is I'm a liaison with your higher self and your team of light, including the star families. So I'm a liaison with the Pleiadian team of light. I'm the liaison with the Sirians, the team from Orion, from Andromeda. I have a lot of family in Andromeda, Vega. Both of my parents have incarnated, and they're in Andromeda now, which I'm so, you know, that warms my heart. I wish that they were still here, but I know that they're working for me on that side now. All sorts of star families, that's who I coordinate with. And of course, Source. I have the Pillars of Light are actually helping us connect directly to Source when we need to. Okay, so let me just check and see what. Yeah, Jen's just saying hooray for soul tribes coming in. That's right. Yes, and it's a good, someone just brought up a good point. This is a great opportunity to not only set your own personal intentions, but calling in your soul tribe if you would like more of your soul tribe around you locally, and also setting an intention for the earth. What do we wish for the earth, and how do we wish for things to go? The reason to share and be go drama-free and peace-free is there might be a lot of other crazy stuff going on in the media over the next couple months because Mars is in retrograde, lots of drama. Don't buy into it. It's just to bring your vibration down. So, you know, turn it off and go grab a smoothie and go do something awesome to keep your vibe up. Music is our best friend right now, okay? Okay, so I'm going to sign off because I think I've been chatting a long time. Yeah, Jen, thank you so much for your message the other night. So I was just sharing that if any one of us had been involved with somebody who we thought was our twin, or is a catalyst, they will immediately be eclipsed out of our lives, and or we will choose to say, not on my watch. So always choose self-love. Always choose self-love, because even if somebody is your twin and they're still going through their lower chakra detox, they're going to be in their ego, and they're not remembering yet. So we don't allow anyone, including our twins, to not value us 100%, but we have to value ourselves 100%. All of us. So we value ourselves, we love ourselves, we know we can connect to Source every day and Gaia every day to be filled up. We have a list of things that will fill us up. So if, as an example, here's a great one. Loneliness, okay? So that's why a lot of us spend a lot of time on social media. I don't as much anymore, but because we're lonely for our soul tribe, we'll call in your soul tribe. Let your higher self and your team of light know you wish for more local soul tribe. All right, and make sure that you ask for the high vibrational beings, because there are more and more people waking up. But we've needed that separation, that time where we've been anchoring in our light around the planet, but also just that time to be okay about being alone, because that has allowed us to dissolve the codependency narcissist templates within all of us, because we all carried it. So the only way to release ourselves from that is just to say no. And oftentimes a twin or a catalyst will mirror some of those aspects to us, so we can just say, I'm beyond this, I'm not doing this anymore. So bravo, okay? So yes. I'm going to sign off now and just send you all so much love and light. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. If this resonated with you, I'm going to load it up on my Facebook page and YouTube. If you could share it, I would really appreciate it, so I can help more souls, and more souls can assist all of us as well. All right. Love and aloha, everyone. Until the next transmission, have a great, great week, and I look forward to connecting with you for a session if you're called. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye. Thanks for coming.